All right, today we're going to dive into something pretty personal. It's a feeling that a lot of us have, but we just can't quite put a name to it. You know, that sudden, overwhelming wave of emotion that just seems to hit you out of the blue? So let's break it down.
You know that feeling? You're just going about your day, everything's totally fine, and then, bam, this wave just washes over you. Suddenly you feel small, totally helpless, maybe even scared. But you look around and there's nothing. Nothing's wrong. So why do you feel this way?
It's so disorienting, right? To feel something so strongly for what seems like no reason at all. It can honestly make you feel like you're losing it a little. But here's the thing, that experience, it's not random. It is absolutely not in your head. It's a real, genuine phenomenon, and it actually has a name.
Okay, so what we're talking about here is called an emotional flashback. And I know just hearing that name can be a game changer. Because when you can name something, it stops being this big, scary, confusing mystery. It becomes something you can actually understand, something you can finally start to get a handle on.
So, what does that actually mean? Well, an emotional flashback is when you're suddenly pulled back into the feeling state of a tough time from your past. And the key word there is feeling. This isn't about seeing pictures in your head. Nope. This is about your body, your emotions, reliving a past feeling as if it's happening right now.
And this is a really, really important difference from what most of us think of when we hear the word flashback. You know, like in the movies, you get these sudden, vivid images of an event. That's a visual flashback. An emotional flashback? That's totally different. It's like the ghost of a feeling comes back to visit, not the ghost of an image. And look at this, it can stick around for hours, sometimes even days.
Okay, so if these are just echoes from the past, what's making them show up, right now, in the present? What's going on inside our heads that pulls that trigger? It really boils down to a simple three-step chain reaction. So, step one, way back in the past, a painful event happens, and it basically wires a really intense emotional response into your brain. Think of it like a song getting recorded on a mixtape. Step two, here in the present, something, and this is the crazy part, something seemingly harmless happens. This is the trigger. It's the finger that presses play on that old mixtape. And boom, step three, that old emotional song just comes flooding back, completely taking over the present moment.
And this is why it's all so confusing. The trigger usually isn't some big dramatic thing. No way. It's almost always something super subtle. It could be someone's tone of voice, a certain smell in the air, a specific song, or even just a random thought that pops into your head. And because that trigger is so tiny and unnoticeable, the massive emotional tidal wave that follows feels like it came out of thin air. Okay, so we've got the what and the how, but what does it actually feel like? I mean, when you're in the middle of it, what's going on inside? What are those signature feelings that tell you, hey, this is an emotional flashback?
Well, a huge one is suddenly feeling small again, like you're a little kid, totally helpless. You might get hit with this intense fear or dread, but there's nothing scary actually happening. Or maybe it's this wave of shame, this feeling that you're just worthless. And a really big one is that feeling of being trapped, completely powerless, like the capable adult you are just disappeared.
And that's the real mind bender of the whole thing, isn't it? It's like your brain is at war with itself. The logical adult part of you is looking around going, I'm fine, I'm safe, nothing is wrong. But the emotional, older part of your brain is sounding a five-alarm fire, screaming that you're in serious danger. The danger isn't actually real in the present, but oh man, the feeling of danger, that is 100% real.
So, look, getting all of this isn't just about learning some cool psychology terms. This is way more than that. Moving from that state of total confusion to a place of clarity, that has real, tangible power. So let's talk about it. Why does this matter? Why is understanding this so important?
All right, let's wrap up with the key takeaways here. What do you really need to remember? First, emotional flashbacks are absolutely real. They're a legit psychological thing. Second, and this is crucial, they are about reliving a feeling, not seeing an image. And maybe the most important takeaway of all, just being able to recognize what's happening in the moment to say to yourself, oh, okay, this is an emotional flashback. That is the first massive step toward getting a handle on it. It's the tool that reminds you, this feeling is from the past. It doesn't belong here now. And let me be clear, this is not about slapping a label on yourself or putting yourself in a box. Not at all. It's about gaining a powerful piece of self-awareness. It's like being handed a map to your own inner world, so you can finally make sense of these reactions that used to feel so chaotic and scary. So I want to leave you with this thought. The moment you can recognize that wave of feeling for what it is, an echo from the past, it completely changes the game. It stops being something that just controls you and becomes something that can actually inform you. So the question is, now that you can name it, what can you learn from it?